So I've got an update on the custom menu system in Rise. So here's my course. Here's what it does. It auto expands the active section. And actually what it actually collapses all the sections and then checks to see which is the active section and then expands it. I think this is going to be the best way. So here, this is an unmodified course. Here's what happens if you have a lot of lessons. The menu becomes so tall you don't even know where you are. Sometimes it doesn't even show you the active section because you have, or the active lesson, because you have to scroll down the menu just to see it. So if you only have a few lessons, not an issue, but if you have a lot, this is where this modification comes in handy. Now I'm going to scroll to the bottom of this section. Here we go. Watch what happens. Collapses the old section and then expands the current active section. And the user can still expand and navigate as they normally would, but as you move through the course, it's smart enough to know which is the active section and which is the inactive section. So if you have a lot of lessons, a lot of sections, you're going to want to pay attention to updates on that. I think it's about ready for to be a download. Now this is actually auto playing video background of our cover page. It's just a short little video loop. I was just messing around with it, but someone was asking about changing the font color, text color, and in this case I would want to change it, obviously, make it white instead of black. And this is the selector. I'll give you guys the code to do this. And it actually uses the parent class of .classic. That's because I am using the original Rise theme here called Rise. So it uses the parent selector of .classic. And maybe we can do something about the font weight. Someone was asking me about the font weights. And yes, if you're using Montserrat, Rise uses the thickest weight. I didn't even realize Montserrat came in this super bold weight. So you can do font weight 1. I think we can go down to 200. The weights go from 100 to up to, I guess, 900. I think this Montserrat Rise, for some reason, is using 800 weight. They're forcing this weight on you, which is terrible if you actually use Montserrat, but not the 900 or the 800 weight. Rise forces that upon you, which is ridiculous. Nobody uses the 800 weight. I mean, I guess some people do. I mean, Rise does, but I've never seen an organization using this a font this thick, especially because on mobile, the legibility is terrible on the course title. So you can change the font color, weight, size. I'll give you guys the code. I'm just testing out here. And actually, that video is actually using the tint from the actual theme color, kind of an advanced thing there. Also, I released a video recently about adding your own logo to your courses. Look for that in my YouTube feed. This is an interesting thing. People have been asking about the poster images for videos. You can actually customize that. I'm working on it. And this is one of my first courses that I customized. See the start course button? It's actually just a pseudo element of that first lesson item on the cover page. It's not a perfect solution for moving the start button, but the one interesting thing with this implementation, instead of the continue course button, it just hides it once it changes to continue. Anyway, I'm still working on that. This is an interesting thing. So this is just a Rise timeline block, but look what I've done. I've hooked up an audio file to it. It's a fully interactive audio timeline. Basically, it like based on the time codes, it actually scrolls you down to the active timeline item, which is cool. I think people have been asking about this, and you can actually click on the title of that item, and it will jump the playhead of the audio. So there's a couple different ways to interact with this interactive timeline with audio. So I've got a few projects going on here. Also moving the start button. People have been asking about that. And this is a micro-learning course. Notice the persistent background. There was some discussion about this. It's pretty cool. So you can just add one image as the background, and it's always there. So you don't have to go block by block and redesign everything. Or if you do insert a custom background image, it won't affect the background image, but it's a persistent background. And then this custom theme, you can also modify the header gradient color. I'll have to provide some documentation on that. But so those are a few of the things I'm working on. I would, if you find any of these interesting, I would definitely recommend subscribing to HighStrap. That's where I'm posting my most recent custom theme samples for Rise 360. Thank you.